Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The Angie's List you know and trust is now Angie, and we're so much more than just a list. We still connect you with top local pros and show you
barely
ratings and
made it
reviews,
through that
but
light.
now we also let you compare upfront prices on hundreds of projects and book a service instantly. We can even handle the rest of your project from start to finish. So remember, Angie's List is now Angie, and we're here to get your job done right. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
Are you tired of exposing your retirement to stock market risk? Call 855-412-SAFE. That's 855-412-7233 for your complimentary Safe Money book, and join Joe Upflager for the Safe Money Radio Show, Sundays from 7 to 8 a.m.
The latest on your Detroit Lions. Download Necessary Roughness with TJ Lang and John Jensen today. Get it on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, we do it every week at this time. We'll check in with our man in the desert. It is Derek Stevens from the D Las Vegas and Circa. Derek, what's going on, man?
Mike, how are you? Good to talk to you. Boy, we had a heck of a weekend last weekend. 97 won. The ticket was right in the mix of the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you who. It was nobody on the air, but someone affiliated had a hell of a job in the picks contest. That's all I can tell you. Yeah, we'll be going out to dinner.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. The fourth year in a row, somebody from 97 won the ticket, cashes in one of the football contests here at the D and at Circa. I mean,
well, it just shows you anybody can win, because the guy who won at this station doesn't know his elbow from his you-know-what about football. So it just tells you anything's possible.
Man, what an emotional day that was last Sunday, and it all coming down to the Packers, Lions, and the four guys from Michigan win it. I mean, pretty unbelievable. Livonia Churchill, a couple Catholic Central, one Brother Rice, and boom, they bring home the million. That was pretty awesome. But you know, Mike, there's also another one on 97 won the ticket that's cashing this year. Are you aware of this?
Won the booby prize. Oh no, who?
Yeah, you wouldn't believe it. I mean, Stoney is the first guy ever in these football contests. He cashed a quarter last year, and he comes back and he ties for second. He splits half the booby prize.
Well, he tied for being the second worst guy in the contest. That's what the booby prize is?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense then. Okay.
Yeah, he went from cashing in a quarter last year up at the top of the heap. He finished the season 31, 56, and 3. Tied record with 3 other entries. And the payout's $50,000. They got to chop it, so divide by 4. So effectively, the prize is called a half a booby, and he gets a quarter of that. But it still pays $12,500. So Stoney's the first guy that cast last year with a winning record, and he cast this year with the other side.
Well, it's a lesson. It's a lesson. If you're going to be bad, be historically bad. That's pretty much how that works. Hey, let me ask you a question, because before we get to Wild Card Weekend, it's the truth. If you're going to be bad, I mean, you may as well tank. So the national title game, obviously that thing was over in 10 minutes. Was that a good night for the book? Because it felt like TCU was a little bit of a public underdog, or how did that end up?
Yeah, I talked to a lot of the different books around Nevada, and then in other jurisdictions as well. There were an awful lot of books that ended up needing TCU. We were a book that ended up really needing Georgia. Every book was a little bit different, because there were a lot of customers nipping at the money line dog money on TCU. A lot of people nipping at the plus 13.5 and 14. We posted 14 for the last few hours. We really didn't write any Georgia. We just took TCU money, and you know, in this particular game, from our perspective, the house was on the right side. Doesn't happen all that often, but we ended up beating Georgia pretty bad with Circus Sports, and we all know how it played out.
So I take it you didn't have a prop bet of Georgia players eating chicken wings on the sidelines because they were so far ahead.
No, we didn't. But I'll tell you, we had a full house of people watching it. But you know, these national championship games is really unbelievable. It's kind of disappointing. I mean, there's not a lot of action in it, and yeah, we just were in a situation where we needed Jordan.
Derek, that tends to happen when you reel off 55 straight points. So it kind of does that. But let's go to the NFL. Looking at this Super Wild Card weekend, is it like it is during the season where you're seeing the most money on the Saturday games right now?
Well, you know, the way it's going to play out, it's going to cascade. I mean, every game is going to roll to the next one. I mean, there's no question. Saturday night, Chargers, Jaguars, the volume on that game is going to be huge. And then as you roll through, you know, I think there's still this issue with the Sunday night game, Ravens and Bengals. So far, it's all been Bengals because basically you're handicapping the Lamar situation. And then Monday's going to be the monster, obviously, with Cowboys Bucks. But every game is going to cascade, make the next game bigger and better. Super Wild Card Weekend now in Vegas is one of the top few weekends of the year. I mean, it's Super Bowl, it's March Madness, but Super Wild Card Weekend is a monster weekend in Vegas.
Yeah, it's look, the NFL has just grown to a point where it just takes all the oxygen in the room. And they know what they're doing. They know how to structure event-based weekends. And even now, Derek, look at the off-season. I mean, hell, there's betting markets for the NFL draft now. I mean, it's insanity. But what is the one game, before we let you go, the one game that you think, when it's all said and done, it's going to have the most action? Is it the Monday night game because it's last?
Yeah, I would say it's either going to be Ravens Bengals if we get some conclusive Mark Jackson news, or it'll be Cowboys Bucks. Sunday's a better time slot. You always get a little more action on Sunday than you do on a Monday. So if the Lamar news comes out and it's conclusive, it'll be Ravens Bengals. If not, it'll be Cowboys Bucks Monday.
All right, Derek, we will talk to you next week as the matchups get a little more premium. We appreciate it. All right.
All right, great talking to you guys. Take care.
You got it. Derek Stevens, the D, and Circa. David, a few ticket texts. We'll get to deal breakers. I'm still reeling from Stoney being bad enough that somehow he tripped into winning something.
I thought you knew that.
I just generally space out when I hear the word Stoney.
Yeah,
because it's usually an embarrassing story and it's going to make me cringe, and I'm like, it's better if I don't listen.
Oh, Brian was like, yeah, you know, Stoney got paid too.
Those people?
What? Breasts. Mexicans. Sometimes it pays to
be awful.
Be at the bottom.
Got it. All right.
Someone says McDaniel to the Lions and then draft Quentin Johnson. Let's go. Offense everywhere.
Hey, you want an offensive coordinator fit that would be super interesting, but not initially? It wouldn't be intuitive. Did you see the news today? The Patriots are going to have a major shakeup, which is no shock. You know who would be a good OC there? And he played there.
At Patricia. You're right.
No. Think about guy who was a backup in the league and played in New England and needs a job right now.
It's Cliff.
Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking that he comes here in case we lose.
Okay. All right, we're good.
Why? What? If Ben Johnson
I don't
leaves,
want to run his offensive scheme. Keep it out of here.
Maybe he can say, I don't have Kyler Murray. Let me do what I actually want to do.
My quarterback's over 5'8"?
Right. Look what I can do.
And then you'll be dealing with tiny hands.
You know what?
Come on. He had a very nice season, despite the diminutive.
Rough first half.
I am trying here. I'm coming up with solutions, and I'm getting shot down.
David,
I don't care anymore. Please.
Go past this light.
I don't care.
Then at the next one, turn
I
left.
don't care.
To hell with your happiness.
Right. Regarding some of the things you would fix in the NFL, someone says, I would get rid of the automatic first downs. Let all the penalties be strictly yardage penalties.
Turn left on
The yardage happens to be a first down, so be it, but get rid of the automatic. Frank from Warren.
I think there's a lot of truth to that. I've said it for a while. I wish they'd adopt the college rule for pass interference. It should not be a spot foul in the NFL. These 30, 40, 50-yard penalties that you get from PI, do me a favor. How about it's 10 yards and a first down, or 15
college
first down?
rules.
Yeah, 100%.
Really? Because I often thought the college rules should go the other way.
Well, no, the one that should go the other way in college is you should need 2 feet in bounds. And
No. The one that...
I like 2 feet.
I like that you should be able to fall, and if you're not touched, get back up and
That's
go.
it right there. If you slip and fall and you're untouched, the play is not blown dead. You can get up and run. David's Rex Ryan over here.
What's your favorite, David? 248-539-97.
No, I know what Kenny's talking about.
Oh. Rex
And then
Ryan.
let me
What,
read
David's
this.
into feet? What's going
Because
on?
I just said I like the 2 feet. Let me give you this one from the text. Josh Allen has the most to prove, or he might become Jim Kelly 2.0.
I mean, technically.
We're a long way away from that. Well, and then here's the thing. They went to 4 straight Super Bowls.
Yeah. Kind of hard to do. I've heard it's difficult. Hello. Hello. All right, you want to do deal breakers? We'll get to it next. 97.1.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, a car fire has cleared from the right side on 696 westbound near Drake. Southbound 75 at 11 Mile, a disabled vehicle is blocking the right lane. Traffic slow from 14 Mile. In Plymouth, there's a stalled train blocking the railroad tracks on Lily Road south of Ann Arbor Trail and blocking parts of Main Street and Ann Arbor Trail west of Lily. Then look out for utility repairs in the right lane of northbound Groesbeck at Metro Parkway in Clinton Township. I'm Michelle Penio with traffic.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
With car prices at an all-time high, our donors are now getting highest receipts ever. Donate at carsforkids.org, and your car can be picked up tomorrow. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Hey, it's TJ here, and I want to know where you plan on watching your playoff football. If it's at the Barstool Sportsbook inside Hollywood Casino at Greektown, then you're at the right place. Get there to watch all the games on the new 30-foot video wall, putting you right in the middle of all the action. Reserve your table now at HollywoodGreektown.com, and when you wager $100 or more on a pro football playoff game, you get an extra entry for a chance at a $25,000 big game square. For more information, visit Barstool Sportsbook for all the complete details. Must be 21 and over. Gambling problem? Getting help is always your best bet. Call 1-800-270-7117.
Surviving COVID as a small business owner was nothing short of a miracle. The forced shutdowns, adapting the way you did business, now rising inflation. But did you know millions of businesses qualify for the government's employee tax credit? If you have 4 or more W-2 employees, you can get paid back a portion of the salaries you paid during COVID. Up to $26,000 per employee. We're not talking pennies, folks. A business with just 4 W-2 employees could collect over $100,000. Yes, $100,000. Call the experts at Jefferson Duke to find out if you qualify. You pay nothing up front. We get a small portion of what you collect. If you don't get paid, we don't get paid. Call 1-800-416-WORK. Again, 1-800-416-WORK. This is not a loan. There is nothing to pay back. You can use the money however you like. Even if you took PPP money, you may qualify. You work hard for your money. Now let Jefferson Duke work hard for you. Call 1-800-416-WORK.
So, you've unwrapped a new device this year. Don't forget to take your favorite stations and podcasts with you.
No matter where you go.
With the Odyssey app.
Stream the music and shows you love on your phone, tablet, laptop, smart speaker, and more.
Create an account to save your favorites across devices.
And jump back to the moments that matter most with Rewind.
Your favorite local listening. Available when and how you want.
Download the Odyssey app today to get started.
Boats and Fun are back. The Progressive Detroit Boat Show starts January 14th.
Boats for cruising,
fishing, water sports. January 14th to the 22nd, Huntington Place. DetroitBoatShow.net. It's time to buy that boat. Closed Tuesday and Wednesday.
This hour of Instant Feedback brought to you by Mike Capura of National Benefit Plans. For affordable health insurance, log on to nbphealth.com.
What are you waiting for? It only takes an hour for you to have your child's heart screened. Get your kid's heart checked at the Max and Deborah Ernst Heart Center at Beaumont Hospital in Royal Oak. Details at 971theticket.com. Sponsored by Priority Health and Total Healthcare Foundation.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Yesterday, in case you did not hear, Coolio passed away at the age of 59, and we went upstairs. His bed in his wife's bedroom. Been spending most of their lives living in the gangster's paradise. So big and been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Lock that bitch up. Been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Go play with your rods. Spending most of their lives living in the gangster's paradise. That Gangster's Paradise was just an incredible song. I want to see all the bitches. All right, so it's 4 o'clock. We always do it. Life and sports intersect. Well, sometimes. It depends what Roberto comes to the table with. But we try to sort our way through it. Evan is, winter hat with headphones over the top. You'd think it's 40 degrees in it.
It's freezing over by my desk.
Okay.
But I run cold. Kenny, ask Kenny.
All right. Let's go to deal breakers, please.
In the world of sports and everyday life, we the people need to make critical decisions that will impact our future. Some are right, some are wrong. Some are deal breakers.
All right.
It's at school.
Let's see what the guys got. A hearing delay.
Oh my God, don't say that. My worst nightmare.
It sucks this way.
All right, let's see. I really want you guys, I think these are really going to test your brain this week. Are you ready? Here we go. First one. Your friend asks you if you can watch his dog for a week while he is on a work trip. He brings the dog over, and the trouble starts. He's peeing in the house, rummaging through the garbage, grabbing food off of the counter. Do you just ride it out because it's only a week, or do you insist your friend call a boarding service for this dog?
Well, okay. Rico, go first. I'm going last.
I would simply say you probably had to know that this dog was problems before you volunteered to do this.
Or did he tell you, no, he's a great dog, no problem, it shouldn't be a problem?
I guess it's like this.
At that point.
I would say that if I've been around the dog and I know how the dog reacts around me, then yes, I would. You know, 2 of your dogs I've been around a lot. Heath Barr, we're still trying to work things out.
He's new. He's a year old.
He's new, right. But the other 2, yeah, I would. If you said, hey, would you watch them? Yeah, because they're going to have energy for like 10 minutes and then they'll be asleep for the other 23 hours of the day.
They're like prisoners.
Here's your free time.
23-hour lockdown.
What I would say is this, and then you guys can do what you want. I think as a dog owner, the worst thing you can do is pawn off your pets on other people. If you're going to travel, you got to have a real solution where it's either a real dog sitter, right? Someone who either does it for a living or is a dog person, or you pay to freight and you got to put them in a nice facility for the time you're away. Right. It's not.
And I do think that if
what are you smiling about?
I used to watch your dogs.
Yeah, when I had one, Evan.
There was.
There might have been 2 one time.
No, it was Leo.
And your sister's dog once.
Oh,
at
yeah.
the same time.
Yes.
So I'm saying,
yes.
But also, if you take the dog, you can't return it.
No,
you can't bring it somewhere.
And also, our dogs are well behaved.
But I'm just
you
laughing.
got to
I'm like,
know the dogs. If the dogs have a problem when the owner is around, probably don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But if the dogs are well behaved and they manage and they listen, yeah.
I think it's something in your 20s too. Like Evan, we were basically kids.
I
know, like, but you know what I mean? It's like as you get older, I'm very careful what I ask people to do.
Yeah, one dog that I have, I would never put on somebody. But the moment you take that dog, you can't bring it somewhere. That's your own fault then. You gotta.
But it's on you as a dog owner. God forbid, train your dog, right? That's the other thing I can't stand. People get these pets and they just like, whatever. It's like, is that how you raise your kids? Yeah, you're laughing. That's probably how you raise your kids. Kenny, you have anything you want to add? You don't even like animals.
I love dogs, but not this dog. This dog might be going to the pound. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't. I guess you have to tough it out, though. What else are you going to do?
Yeah, you kind of agreed to it. David, what is the story? Are you ever going to get your kids a dog?
I guess.
I don't know.
What is your problem?
Yeah, what is your problem?
The kids want a dog. Get them a dog.
Yeah, some other things in the works first.
Yeah, a 4th kid.
No.
Hello.
But unless I know the dog, don't bring that dog to me. I have a big if. I don't know the dog, don't bring it over.
All right, next. Jesus. Other things in work.
Jeez. All right. Your wife's grandfather likes to come over and visit a few times a week when he's in the neighborhood.
Oh, Christ.
The problem is he never comes empty-handed. He'll raid the dollar store and clearance shelves and bring in tons of crap, no-name products, and things you don't even use.
You were,
How do you
weren't you?
confront this behavior? I'm lost. What just happened?
He's saying
looks
that
like it.
the grandfather of your wife comes over and stops at a store beforehand and is kind and wants to give you stuff.
Thinking he's being nice, but it's junk.
It's all junk.
This is the problem. This is like when people, like old people, slowly losing their faculties, still give you Christmas presents. Like they think you're 12, but you're really like 35.
Still writing that check for $13.
Right, it just, I don't know if there's a way out of it. Like, you can try to say something, there's really very limited way you won't be found to be the worst human on earth. I don't know.
I mean, if it's that bad, just collect it all up, and as soon as he leaves, give it to Goodwill or something. Or
I don't know.
I love stuff. I'd be all for it. Or, you know what? Tailor-made and say, you know, the last time you brought this and this, I really like that. Could you buy more of that?
Or hey, if you see this, can you grab that for
Right.
me?
Yeah, but that's putting fuel on the fire. Like, now he's going to show up with like 90 cans of chunky soup. No, Roberto, because you're telling him, I like what you're doing, but I really like these specific things. And once you tell people like, oh, yeah, great, I'll be your guy. You like this? I'll make sure you never run out of it.
You know why I'm sensitive to this whole deal? Because that's how my parents handled it. Their parents and relatives, there were no rules.
Yep,
They would just
do.
drop in and in the old Italian way, demand like full coffee service. So like, I hate the whole idea of anybody showing up unannounced. Like, you should have to have a time slot and like a reservation. Otherwise, I don't want to see it.
At the next stop
Okay,
sign,
I got to stop
turn right.
5 miles away from his house and call. Mike, is it okay?
That is not true.
I would like to come over for a sit-down.
And the door shuts.
Hello.
Oh, no, you're not on the books for today. Sorry, Mr. Beard.
Sorry, you're over 20 minutes past your time slot. Get out.
Truth be told, I'm not a very big fan of the black people.
Oh, is that your doorbell? That's actually Kenny's text alert.
That's his ringing bell. I'd like to see Otis and Heath and Rocky. No? Okay.
Rico calls. That's what Kenny's phone plays.
Turn blinker on with your ring. And turn blinker on with your
All right,
ring.
this is kind of what you were talking about, Mike. Much to your wife's chagrin, you have decided to give a house key to your parents for emergency purposes. But it's getting out of hand. Many days you or your wife get home from work and their car is in the driveway. Your mom is inside doing the dishes and your dad is always trying to fix something that's broken.
Nope. No.
Yeah, I'll take that key back.
Tell you right now, Rico and I, lockstep. That's where you take it. That's a Thor hammer. That's a conversation that's happening, and your privileges. First of all, that would never happen because of how my parents had to live. My parents are like, they're afraid to even like call.
This would be one where the child would become the parent the child. And you sit them both down on the couch and say, maybe we need to constitute what is an emergency. So on the whiteboard, let's talk about emergency, not emergency. Dirty dishes.
Yeah, no.
That is not an emergency.
Yeah, see, in my situation, the only thing you're allowed to come in my house for is if you're dealing with the kids. If you have a key to my house and you need to help with the kids, or you pick them up, or whatever, that's the only. If you don't need that, then stay out of my house.
David, you call and say, I need you to go over to the house.
Correct.
Yeah, check on this. Yes. Yeah, that's
right. I'm out of town. I need you to,
Evan, what about you?
This.
Got it.
I would be all for it if they came on. Like fixing stuff and cleaning my dishes, and I'm all for it.
And you're looking like,
trying to Netflix
I
and
know.
chill.
Evan's like,
Oh,
and you're
Dad,
like, hey, we were in the neighborhood. Let's order a pizza.
It would be so like my parents aren't one. They wouldn't overstay their welcome.
Like seriously,
but
if
I would love
yeah,
it. I would
We have a blanket over us for a reason. We need you to go. Oh boy. Okay.
Dude, they can wait the 2 minutes.
Spanking. Movie good. Evan sauntering down the stairs in an undone robe. What a scene. With that full step. Next. Christ. Evan, can you... I mean, really.
I have no words.
Disgusting.
All right, I got one more for you.
Animal.
There's one more for you.
Oh, great.
You've been dating your girl for a few weeks. You thought you could handle this one thing, but it's getting difficult. She has very long acrylic fingernails. When you go out to eat, she will eat with her hands and lick her fingers, but you never actually see her go to the restroom or say, I need to go wash my hands. And sometimes you even notice, like, junk under the fingernails.
Okay, there's a quote from Rico Beardo, and I have to offer this. I can't remember who.
What, put your foot in it?
No, I can't remember who he was talking about, but he goes, let me tell you something. You ever get with a girl who's got nails like that, be careful if she hands you food.
What?
Because basically you can't get your hands clean because your nails are like 17 inches long. Who are we talking about? It was on a TV commercial. You're like, I'm telling you. I forgot who we were talking about, but yeah, long fingernails it ranks right up there with people with cats. I hate them. No, because they let the cat walk around the kitchen counter.
Use that bonus code.
No, you can't cook for me. Because yeah, the long fingernails. Can you imagine Cookie's house? Oh God.
But why is it that
litter box next to the table?
Do women think that we think that's attractive, or they don't care?
I don't think that exists anymore, though.
Yeah, there's a couple of rappers who have nails like that.
Yeah. Sure, but yes, it does, Evan.
Who was the young woman in the Popeyes commercial? And her nails were like a foot long. She's a rapper.
Not Meg.
Lil Mama?
Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, she's in that commercial.
Her nails are a foot long.
She's not a real woman. Like, we would never get to date that.
What? She's not a real woman.
To us?
Breaking news.
You just not get to date Megan Thee Stallion.
Evan, here's what you have to realize. Women don't care what we think.
Well, I understand
women
that.
Don't dress for us. They don't get their hair done for us. They do stuff for other women.
So how do I put this? Is it a culture thing where...
Oh, no.
That's where I was going to ask Roberto. What does this woman look like, Roberto?
Because I'm going to say I don't see that very often.
Those people?
Yes, please clarify, Roberto.
No. It could be anybody.
I don't get it.
The long nails is going on with, like, Roberto's music.
I'm just saying, though, you don't want to eat... if you're going to choose to have those long nails, you're not going to be eating finger food.
No, the long nails, for me, I question the hygiene. That's what you said to me. You're like, Mike, and I'm like, this is fascinating. People, you want to know what happens at commercial breaks, you're learning. Rico teaches me about stuff. You question the hygiene.
Well, you can't eat a wing? What else can't you do?
Hold on. I would argue that their hygiene would be better if they take such good care of their nails. Imagine what they're doing with everything else.
They're not taking care of it.
Think of a basic bodily function, and what do you do after?
All right.
All right, we're getting great.
The drug issue isn't really an issue.
All right. No.
We can agree to disagree then.
No. There's going to be no more.
This is getting way out of hand.
That's it.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
Thank you. Thank you, Tyra.